What's up, accounting enthusiast? Welcome to another episode of the LiaBenefits Series, a podcast designed for you and your journey to get towards being an accountant. I am Fatima Alfaledo, together with Francesca T. Francisco, your host for today. Are you ready? Because we are. So sit back, relax, and let's learn together. We're going to be discussing other employee benefits, the chapter 19. But before we all proceed, here are the learning objectives of this chapter. First, to know and identify what are the short-term benefits. Second, to know the recognition and measurement of short-term employee benefits, and later, to know and identify other long-term benefits, to know the recognition and measurement of other long-term benefits, and lastly, to know the recognition and measurement of termination benefits. So let's start. Let's define first what is a short-term employee benefits. So short-term employee benefits are employee benefits other than termination benefits which are expected to be settled wholly within 12 months after the end of annual reporting period which the employees render the related services. Ibig sabihin lang nito ay ang short-term employee benefits ay ang benefits para sa mga empleyado ng mga kumpanya na masisettle lang within a year. So, palatandaan na within 12 months, pakitandaan na within 12 months lang to, and if lagpas na siya sa 12-month period, ay hindi na siya matatawag na short-term benefits. So, here are some examples na included or pwedeng pasok sa short-term employee benefits. Una, non-monetary benefits, example, ay mga medical care, housing, car, gym or sports, and free or subsidized goods. Pangalawa, short-term compensated or paid absences. Example, yung mga sick leave or mga maternal and paternal. Third is profit sharing and bonuses payable within 12 months lang, and salaries, wages, and social security contributions. So sa accounting procedures naman, the cost of short-term benefits are or shall be recognized as expenses. Kung hindi pa nababayaran ang short-term employee benefit at the end of accounting period, ma-recognize siya as accrued expense. Kapag nabayaran naman to in advance, prepayment ang tawag. So now, let's proceed and talk about short-term compensated or paid absences first. So it is when an entity may pay employees for absences for various reasons such as vacation leave, sickness, and short-term disabilities. Pwede ring maternal or paternal and military services. Ito yung babayaran ka ng kumpanya sa sahod mo as if ikaw ay nagtatrabaho sa araw o mga araw na iyon kahit absent ka for various reasons. So, paid absences fall into two categories: non-accumulating paid absences and accumulating paid absences. So, yung non-accumulating paid absences are those that are not carried forward. Meaning, ito yung mga hindi i-count, yung hindi pa nangyayari or di mo madadala in the future. For example, may 10 paid absences days na binigay ang company sa'yo for the year. And ang nagamit mo lang is 6 days. So, yung expenses ng 6 used paid absences lang ang i-record and i-disregard na yung 4 days remaining since hindi naman nangyari. And accumulating paid absences are those that are carried forward and can be used in future periods. It can be either vesting or non-vesting. So, sa accumulating paid absences, pwede siyang vesting, which means employees are entitled to cash payment for unused settle on leaving the entity. And yung non-vesting means employees are not entitled to cash payment. So let's have an example sa illustration 1. Employees are each entitled to 2 weeks of paid vacation leave. During the year, the employees earned 1,000 weeks of vacation leave and used 600 weeks. So the current salary of the employees is an average of 2,000 per week, and the salary is expected to increase by 200 per week, or a future weekly salary 2,200. So ang journal entry natin if non-accumulating paid absence is debit vacation pay expense 1,200,000 and credit cash 1,200,000. So saan nga ba nakuha ang dinebit na 1,200,000? Bale, minultiply lang ang 600 used weeks sa current salary ng employees, which is 2,000 pesos. So, yun lang yung journal entry for non-accumulating paid absences. For accumulating paid absences naman, the journal entry are: first, debit vacation pay expense 1,200,000 and credit cash 1,200,000. Yan ay to record the used vacation weeks. So, paano naman yung mga week na hindi pa nagagamit? 'Di ba? Yung accumulating paid absences is maki-carried forward. So, may remaining na 400 weeks pa. So, we debit vacation pay expense 800,000. So, bakit nga ba siya naging 800? Sabi kasi sa problem na ang salary is expected to increase in 200 pesos per week. So, minultiply natin yung 400 unused weeks to 2,200 pesos, which gave us 800,000. And then, credit sa accrued expense, 800,000. So, accrued expense ang ginamit nating account since hindi pa naman siya nababayaran sa year na yon or sa end ng accounting period na yon. So, let's have another illustration. Employees are each entitled to 10 working days of paid sick leave for each year. So, on January 1, 2021, the accrued sick leave pay was measured at 20,000 pesos. On December 31, 2021, the sick leave records of employees A, B, and C are, so ito yung records ng tatlong employees. So, ang daily wage ni A is 1,000, kay B naman 1,500, and kay C 2,000. And then yun, unused sick leave on January 1, 2021, ito yung mga hindi nila nagamit or sobrang sick leave na hindi nga nila nagamit and then nag-proceed na lang sa next year. So, ito yung from 2020. So, 8 days kay A, kay B 4 days, and then kay C 2 days. And then sa sick leave earned 2021, ito yung mga binibigay ng company. 'Di ba? Sabi sa sa illustration na entitled sila for 10 working days of paid sick leave. So, 10 silang lahat. So, mayroon silang 10 kay A, 10 kay B, and then 10 kay C. And then yung sick leave taken in 2021, ito yung sick leave na nagamit nila. For A, 6 days, kay B, 6 days, and then kay C, 8 days. So, sa wage increase effective on January 1, 2021, nag-increase ng 5% yung sweldo kay A, nag-increase din kay B ng 10%, and then kay C ng 15%. So, yung unused sick leave from January 1, 2021, ito yung balance. And doon muna natin unang ibabawas yung sick leave na nakuha natin from or nagamit natin sa 2021. So, sa A, 6 yung nagamit na sick leave. So, ang total, ang matitira is 2. And then yung kay B, 4 yung balance. And then, 4 lang din ibabawas natin kasi 4 lang din naman yung balance. And then, yung kay C naman, 2 lang din ibabawas natin kasi 2 lang din naman yung balance. So, nakita natin na may natira pang 2 days kay A. So, ang mangyayari, hindi na to magagamit, yung 2 days. Kasi, nasabi nga kanina na yung short-term employee benefits ay for 12 months lang. So, this is from January 1, 2021. Hanggang December lang to siya. Hindi na to magpo-proceed to the next year. So, X na natin yung 2, hindi na yun magagamit. And then, di ba may balance pa? Kasi yung sick leave taken in 2021 ni B at C is total talaga nun is 6, hindi lang 4, tsaka hindi lang 2. So, may balance pang 2 and 6. So, ibabawas natin sa sick leave earned in 2021. Ito yung mga binibigay na or ito yung entitled 10 working days of paid sick leave for each year. So, kay A, edi na siya, zero na siya kasi may sobra pa nga. So, hindi na natin babawasan. So, 10 yung mag-proceed to the next year. And then, yung kay B, may balance pa na 2. So, ibabawas natin yun sa 10. Magiging 8 na lang. And then, yung kay, kay C, ibabawas natin sa 10 yung 6 na remaining balance. So, magiging 4 na lang yung unused sick leave niya. And then, ito yung magiging unused sick leave on January 1, 2022. Etong 10 kay A, kay B 8, and then kay C 4. So, sa expected daily wage naman, so sabi nga kanina, na nag-increase yung kay A ng 5%, kay B ng 10%, and then kay C ng 15%. Ang gagawin mo, ita-times mo lang, i-multiply mo lang yung salary nila or wage nila sa ilang percent. And then, after nun, ipa-add mo lang ulit sa wage nila. So, for example, kay A, 1,000 times 5% equals 50. Tapos yung 50, i-add mo lang ulit sa 1,000. So, magiging 1,050. And then, pwede din namang 1,000 times 105% para mas madaling sagot. So, pwede ding 1,500 times 10% equals 150. Then, i-add mo lang yun sa 1,500. So, magiging 1,650 yun. And then, kay C, 2,000 times 15% equals 300. And then, yung 300, i-add mo lang siya sa 2,000. And then, ito yung magiging, ito yung naging increase, or ito yung naging wage ng ni A, ni B, tsaka ni C. So, sa accrued sick leave pay naman, ng December 31, 2021, i-multiply mo muna yung salary sa unused sick leave ng December 31 din, 2021. So, kay A, yung salary niya is, di ba, nag-increase ng 5%, so naging 1,050. The times mo lang siya ng 10 days na unused sick leave niya. So, magiging 10,500. Kay B naman, so, nag-increase nga ng 10% yung sweldo niya. So, naging 1,650 times 8 days. Kasi yun yung unused sick leave niya. So, naging 13,200. And then, kay C naman, so, nag-increase kasi ng 15%. So, naging 2,300. And then, i-multiply mo lang yun ng 4 days. Kasi yun yung unused sick leave niya. And then, a total of 32,900. And then, ibabawas mo to sa 20,000 na accrued sick leave pay. And then, ang total nun is yun yung increase in accrued liability, which is 12,900 pesos. So, ang magiging journal entry on December 31, 2021 is sick leave pay expense, debit, 12,900, and then credit, accrued sick leave pay, 12,900. So, ito yung magiging accrued sick leave pay in January 1, 2022. So, ito ang 12,900. Profit sharing and bonus plans. So, under some profit sharing plans, employees shall receive a share of the profit only if they remain with the entity for a specified period. So, from the word profit sharing means pagbabahagi ng profit. In this case, the company will give or share to the employees. So, for example, nag-earn yung company ng profit na 1 million. So, and then nagsabi sila na yung 10% nun is ibibigay nila or ibabahagi nila sa employees. So, magbabahagi sila ng 100,000 sa employees. Ito yung profit sharing and bonus plans. So, PAS 19 paragraph 19 provides that an entity shall recognize the expected cost of profit sharing and bonus payments when all of the following conditions are present. So A, the entity has present legal and constructive obligations to make such payments as a result of past events. And then B, a reliable estimate of the obligation can be made. So let's go to the illustration. So Illustration 1, a profit-sharing bonus plan requires an entity to pay employees 5% of income for the year. The entity reported income of 20 million for the current year. The bonus payment is to be made at the end of the following year. So, as a journal entry, first, i-record muna natin yung bonus ng current year. So, 20 million times 5%. So, yung i-debit muna natin yung bonus expense, which is 1 million, di ba? Kasi yun yung 20 million times 5%. And then, i-credit yung bonus payable na 1 million din. And then sa sunod na entry, to record the bonus payments at the end of the following year. So, ito yung sa next year na. So, yung first entry kasi is ginawa yun sa, kunyari, December 31, 2020. And then, itong second naman na entry, sa end of the following year na siya. So, sa December 31, 2021. So, kasi binayaran na nga siya, di ba? So, ang bonus sa debit, bonus payable, 1 million. And then sa credit, cash, 1 million. So, another illustration, a profit-sharing bonus plans requires an entity to pay 10% of income for the year employees who serve throughout the current year and who will continue to serve throughout the following year. The entity reported income of 50 million pesos for the current year. The entity expects to save 5% of the maximum possible bonus payments through staff turnover. The bonus will be paid at the end of the following year. So, una, i-recognize muna natin yung bonus ng current year. So una i-debit muna natin ang bonus expense, which is 4,750,000, and then credit bonus payable, 4,750,000. Sa year na to, for example, 2020. Ito yung current year. So, bakit nga ba naging 4,750,000 instead of 50,000 instead of 5 million. Kasi sabi sa illustration na yung 5% nung 10% or yung 5% ng 5 million is isi-save through staff turnover. So, ibabawas natin yun sa estimated liability. Sa maximum possible bonus. So, yung kaya yung estimated liability lang natin is 4,750,000. And then to record the bonus payment at the end of the following year, assuming there is no change in the estimated liability, so debit bonus payable 4,750,000 and then credit cash 4,750,000. Ito na yung binayaran na, and then assuming there is no change in the estimated liability. So, hindi pa naman nagkaka-staff turnover. So, yung 250, saka lang yun i-record kapag nagka-staff turnover na. So, any difference between the estimated liability and the actual payment is accounted for as change in accounting estimated and included in the profit or loss. So, ang next slides and next topics, other long-term employee benefits and termination benefits, ay i-discuss ni Francesca Francisco.
Let's continue our discussion on employee benefits and accounting. And we talked about other long-term employee benefits. Other long-term employee benefits are all employee benefits other than short-term employee benefits, post-employee benefits, and termination benefits. This definition is just a residual meaning. Nothing is mentioned and the exact definition is standard. It just say that if it's not or if it doesn't have any of those three employee benefits, it is other employee benefits. And dahil nga the definition is just a residual, ang kagandahan dito is nagbigay sila ng example. Long-term paid absence such as a long service or sabbatical leave. When you say sabat, araw siya ng pahinga. Jubilee or other long service benefit, it says long service in a sense na kunwari nagtrabaho ka ng 25 years. Then you got some benefits because of the long service. Maybe matagal siya before you receive, but it is included in the other long-term benefits. Long-term disability benefits, maaaring nagre-render ka pa rin ng service not because of the retirement, pero there is a disability or because the long-term payment takes a long time. Therefore, pasok ka pa rin sa long-term benefits. Profit sharing and bonuses. Di ba may magatory sa mga short-term? Pero ang punto here dito is, eto, hindi siya nagsisettle within 12 months. So, therefore, long-term siya. And also, deferred compensation. Deferred siguro 12 months or malamang more than 12 months yan. Kaya pasok siya sa other long-term benefits. The explanation here is not difficult or complicated. Let's just simplify. Same as defined benefits obligation, kung paano mo ginawa yung before, ganun mo din mako-compute the excess of the present value and the liability over the fair value of planned assets at the end of the reporting period. And punto is, parehas yung accounting, parehas ang pagsosolve. Ang pinagkaiba lang is reporting kung saan pumupunta yung mga accounts. What I meant by post-employee benefits, all of these will be divided into two. Ang A to D, napunta siya sa profit and losses, and ang remeasurement ay mapupunta sa OCI. Unlike here sa other long-term benefits, ang lahat ng ito ay mapupunta sa profit and losses. Termination benefits. When we say termination benefits, those are the benefits he will get when he is terminated. Either of these two. First, an entity decision to terminate and employee's employment before the normal retirement date. If you are an employee, the time will come for you to retire. That is the normal retirement date. And when you retire, you automatically don't work. You don't have any connection to the operation of the business. The termination benefits are also gone. It's not because of the retirement. It's because of the entity's decision to terminate an employee. Second is an employee's decision to accept an offer of the benefits in exchange for the termination of employment. Accept of an offer. So meaning the employee was not the original initiator but rather may nauna. Nagbigay nga ng offer for termination. Not conditional on future service being provided. The fact na ikaw ay terminate na, ang cause of benefits ay ang pagkatanggal. Wala ka nang kailangang gawin up to that point, even going to the future, it is not conditional. Short period between offer of termination and actual termination. It means offer of termination coming from the employer, yung panahon na binigyan yung offer at yung actual na pag-alis ng employee. Na hindi siya umabot ng 2 taon, 1 taon, but rather the period is short. Pagkabigay ng offer, aalis ka na automatically. Kaya siya, short period. In general, termination benefits may be provided to an employee as a result of either a voluntary or involuntary early termination of services. Terminated employees do have certain rights in addition to final paycheck. Termination benefits are those that are over and above the normal benefits. Employees could be entitled to things like continued health insurance coverage, extended benefits, severance, pay, and unemployment compensation. Measurement of termination benefits, 12 months or less. If the termination benefits are expected to be settled fully within 12 months after the end of reporting period in which the termination benefit is recognized, the requirements of the short-term employee benefits shall be applied, and more than 12 months. In here, if the termination benefits are expected not to be settled fully within 12 months after the end of the reporting period, the requirement for the other long-term employee benefits shall be applied. Here's the illustration. An entity is committed to close a factory in 10 months and at that time shall terminate the employee of all the remaining employees of the factory. An employee leaving before closure of the factory shall receive 10,000. Each employee that renders service until the closure of the factory shall receive the termination date of a cost payment of 30,000. There are 120 employees at the factory. The entity expects 20 employees to leave before the closure and 100 employees to render service until closure. The total expected cash outflow under the plan is therefore named as follows. Employees leaving before closure is 200,000. Why? 20 na ina-expect ng entity na aalis before closure times 10,000 na marireceive nila. So, 20 times 10,000 equals 200. And employees leaving until closure na 100 to times lang sa 30,000 and equals to 3 million. So, total cash outflows is 3,200,000. As termination benefits na 10,000 na marireceive ng bawat employee, multiply by the total number of employees na 120 equals 1,200,000. As a short-term employee benefits, total payment for 10 months is 80,000. So, termination benefits is 10,000. And short-term employee benefits na 20,000 will be multiplied by employee leaving until closure na 100 employees. So, 20,000 times 100 short-term employee benefits equals to 2 million. If you enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe so you will be notified when a new episode is posted. Rate and review this podcast and share it with your friends. Thank you so much for listening, and we hope that you are able to catch up a new lesson that will help you in your accounting journey. Get that CPA titles because we believe in you.